We're doing it! We're doing it! We're finally starting that Nullarbor crossing. Hallelujah! Look at this. We're on roads we have never gone on before now. So happy.
G'day, we are Chris and Tracy. We made a life-changing decision, sold up everything in March 2022 to live in a caravan full-time, to travel and explore Australia. Come along and follow us as we live and share our dream.
Our first stop will be Penong. We just have to look at that pink lake that, you know, hopefully Instagram photos that everyone has of the pink lake with the blue on one side and the road in the middle and the pink on the other. Hopefully it's pink. And there's a windmill museum there, apparently. So we're going to have a look at that, and yeah, I've got a few little points of interest marked off from looking at wiki camps of what we're going to stop at today, but so excited.
Okay, this is for the people who want to know about how much fuel the Y62 uses. This will be a good test for you. We're leaving Ceduna with a full tank. We have 4 jerry cans full, so we've got 80 litres of fuel with us. The main reason for carrying jerry cans, you don't need the jerry cans because there is plenty of fuel across Nullarbor. It's just there's one of the stops along here that fuel is very dear. It's today it's $3 a litre, so the jerry cans will allow us to bypass that one and get to the next fuel stop, which is 40, nearly 50 cents a litre difference.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, this will be a good comparison on how much fuel it takes from Ceduna across to Norseman. So we'll keep all the receipts, and we'll do the kilometres, and we'll give you a proper breakdown to how much to be used. We're cruising on 100 k's. Yep, exactly on 100 k's. In manual. Now that's actually cruising in 6th gear. Between 5 and 5th and 6th, depending on if there's a slight hill or not. But yeah, so we'll see what the fuel situation's like.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so next stop, Penong.
Yep.
See you then. So here we are coming into Penong. And over there, a bit hard to see in the GoPro, but you can see the big windmill, gigantic windmill, the largest one in Australia, in fact. Oh, there's windmills everywhere. Look at that. But this is Penong, and we'll head over to the largest windmill in Australia, plus windmill museum. Alright, here we are. Windmill museum. That one's an interesting one there. Goes the other way. This one over here is Australia's biggest windmill.
Hopefully it's pink.
Hopefully it's pink, and it's about 15 kilometres down this road. So we'll see what it's like when we get there. So the road is actually dirt road now, which wasn't far past when we just turned off the last clip. So I'd say it's probably 15 kilometres of this. Okay, here is the infamous road going up through Salt Lake on one side water on the other side.
Pink Lake's dried up.
Alright, we've just done a very quick detour. It's actually a Aboriginal community, but we have a big wombat, and I believe there's an art gallery there, but we're just going to have a quick stop to see the wombat. Photo opportunity. There he is there. So the sign coming in says it's property of the descendants of the Scots or Scott family. Anyway, okay, take a quick photo when we need to keep going. Okay, stopped at Yalata Roadhouse just to top up some diesel for the diesel heater. And anybody travelling this way, if you stop here thinking you're going to find a toilet, there are none. You either have to wait 45 minutes at the Nullarbor Roadhouse apparently, or somewhere up that way, or back at Nundu that we passed earlier, so lucky we got a caravan on the back. But went inside caravan after going on that road to Lake McDonald. Have a look at this. So that's, I mean, they were already on the floor, but the top of the stove is down there somewhere. Yeah, we got some cleaning to do. Well, for now that's sort of cleaned up. Yeah, I don't know how this managed to bounce onto the floor, and the top of the stove, luckily it didn't break, was on the floor. We need obviously better locks on the pantry doors, but that was only a tiny amount of corrugation, so we need to fix that problem before we start getting into, we've got to get into Bunda Cliffs yet tonight, so we might have this clean up again. Alright, so Yalata Roadhouse is literally just this. The fuel is prepaid by card only. Here I was, oh, have you got my keys still? Oh, that's why I need to lock the door. Sorry about that, sidetracked. Yes, here I was thinking I'd get out some cash because I've heard that you can have problems paying for fuel on the way across, but the only way to get fuel here is if you pay by card. So anyway, there goes that theory, and yeah, no toilets. So luckily we've got a caravan on the back. Anyway, we shall move on. Here we are, the Nullarbor Plain, eastern end of the treeless plains, and it certainly just changes. There are no trees. No trees.
And the wind's picked up.
It has picked up. Alrighty. So here's the turn off to go down to the head of the bight. Down there.
Whale Centre.
The whale centre, yep. So Wiki Camp says, I think it's $7 to go out and have a look, see if you can see any whales, and they have a cafe there that sells coffee and scones and things. So, but yeah, we're not going to do that.
It's not a fish these. Well, it's
1st of May today,
yeah,
but
they're geared up for the whale watching.
Yeah,
Tourists. I don't know.
Depends if the whales are on time or not.
This is true.
Anyway, so yeah, next stop will be stopping off at the Nullarbor Roadhouse.
So what's this area? This is the treeless plain.
Treeless plains, yes. Well, as we can see, we're suddenly, yeah. Oh, there's one little tree out there.
More of a bush.
But yeah, definitely treeless plains. Yep. So yeah, definitely very interesting in the way the landscape changes. And yeah, so next stop, Nullarbor Roadhouse. See you then. Alright, here we are coming up to the Nullarbor Roadhouse. And this one does have toilets. And we have noticed that so far all the rest areas from Ceduna all the way to here, not one toilet at any rest area, so they're very scarce. So we're actually not stopping for fuel or anything, it's just a little spot.
The old roadhouse.
Yeah, got to look at the old roadhouse. Take some photos, and then
There's the old pumps. Or are they EV chargers now, are they? Or they're actually, what are they?
Got a bit of a rough road here.
They actually are EV chargers.
EV chargers, there you go. Out in Nullarbor, EV chargers. It's probably as far as one would get from Ceduna, I guess. That's the last one I've seen.
Yep.
Alright, we'll get out and have a look around. There we go, the old Nullarbor Roadhouse. I have seen people go inside, but they've actually got it locked. So we've got a padlock on there now. So you can't even look inside. So something's happened and yeah. It's a shame. It's on the back here. Bit of a mural. Bit of history. Workshop. Also padlocked up. So here we've started the road into Bunder Cliffs Camp 1. We've got about 3.5 kilometres to go. We're just taking it nice and easy after our first experience off-road before. Hopefully we don't find everything out of the cupboards on the floor again when we get there, but we'll soon find out. And yeah, we'll show you as we get up the road. But we're just taking it nice and easy. So our last little 400 metres before we turn off is rather bumpy. We've kicked back a fair bit of bull dust, and we don't have a dust reduction system in this caravan, so yes, here. Let's see what the inside of the van's like. Yeah, we're gonna go up here somewhere. Well, Monkey Camps tells me that's where we gotta go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here we are. let's find a spot. Maybe in there where you can get filled. Or do you want to be in front?
Just here.
Just here? Okay.
Oh, it depends on where you want. Do you want to see the ocean? Do you want to...
Oh, I suppose it'd be good to see the ocean. Alright, this is where we've ended up camping. We've got some other caravanners that have just arrived back there. And here's our view. The Great Australian Bight. How perfect's that? It's a little bit windy at the moment, but not as bad as I thought it would be. So that's a bonus. Alright, let's see what the inside of the caravan's like. Hopefully okay. Well, good morning. Well, I was so excited yesterday after doing our start of the Nullarbor crossing that I was so tired by, I think I was in bed by 7:20 and asleep by 8:30. That never happens to me. So anyway, I'm up nice, bright and early and enjoying a gentle breeze with views like this. So last night we took some footage and some photos of the sunset, which was just beautiful. So I'll add some photos and the footage in here. And otherwise, yeah, we're definitely staying another night. The other people that were just up the road have already gone. So we're just going to sit here and enjoy the tranquility and yeah, and we're that tired. We actually accidentally left Starlink on all night last night, but the battery was down to a quarter left, so I turned it off this morning. Oh, good morning on this extremely foggy, extremely freezy morning at the Bunda Cliffs. About to move on, and we had a flat battery in the car. So generator has come out and we are charging. So yesterday the Oaksies up the road had said to us our lights are on, but I checked and they weren't on. But maybe they weren't, but maybe because we left the caravan hooked up to the car for 2 days while we were stopped, maybe that's drained the battery. We're not sure, we haven't had that issue before. So anyway, now we've got to wait for the car to be restarted and get enough fuel in it, and then we'll be off. So we'll see you back. Alright, luckily after only about 5 minutes on the charger, we have action again. We are able to leave. Hallelujah. Now put everything back in the toolbox and get on going. Got a bit of a mess happening here. Alright, pack this up and on we go. Okay, on the road again. After that little hiccup, we did discover that the UHF radio had accidentally been left on for 2 days, so maybe that drained the battery.
It wasn't completely flat, but it was enough to not let the computer fire the car.
Yeah, so like we've always said, it's better to have a generator and not need it, and not have it and need it. So it was only not even 5 minutes of charging the battery and we're up and running again with using the generator, so with the jump start thing. So luckily we did that. And it was right. So
navigating in the fog is also...
I know, look at this fog, it's crazy. It makes the sun look awesome. Yeah, so
Benefits of having a generator and a decent battery charger with you.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, yeah, definitely glad we had that. Now, we're not sure how far we are going to get today, but at least we will, fingers crossed if nothing happens, cross that WA border. So on the way in, we actually didn't film this, but on the way into Bundercliff's Camp 1, this is what you see probably, I don't know, 400 metres off the road, off the main road. Huge sinkhole. So I don't want to get too close because I don't want to fall down, but ooh. There it is down there. I'm not sure if it looks like it undercuts down there a little bit, with maybe little caves. Not sure, but yeah. Looks a bit eerie with the fog this morning. Oh, but it's still cold. It's only about 3 degrees this morning, so yeah, a bit cold. Alright, back onto the main highway now. Get going. This one's a big one. Wow, that's a huge bucket. Oh my god.
That's the back of a truck. That's a dump truck.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Yeah, we had to get off the road. They had police escorts and everything. Okay, we are 30 kilometres to the WA border. Have a look at our view. It's still foggy. We're not going to have great views of the WA border and the sign. Oh well, at least we're getting there. Closer.
Yeah.
Alright, see you at... Look! Border village! And the fog is cleared. Yay!
No, we won't do that. It's too cold.
Still too cold. Quarantine ahead. All vehicles must stop.
That's great. It's this side or the other side?
This side.
Getting food first.
We can if you like. We'll get some breakfast.
Right,
There's the
yes.
kangaroo with the Vegemite on top. On top. In his hand. True blue ruin. There we go. Alright, well there's the quarantine there, and just up the road will be the sign for the West Australia border. Alright, we'll go and get something to eat for breakfast and go through quarantine. Okay, we changed our mind. We're just going to go through the quarantine first and then do the border picture and then go to Euclid and have breakfast there. So, there we are. It's literally not even 2 minutes worth of inspection. Lady didn't even get into the caravan. She said she's hurt her foot and can't get up, and just asked me to open the fridge door for her. Asked if I'd had honey or not, which we don't, and she said that's fine. And Chris opened up the esky in the back of the car, and yeah, that was it. So there you go. So now we're at the infamous SAWA border sign. Unsafe area. Oh, because people used to get up on it, didn't they? Get that photo, and officially in Western Australia. Hallelujah, we made it. We made it. Now go and get the photo. other side of Eucla. We're coming back down into the plains. Got the cliffs and ocean over there. So we had increased a little bit in our fuel economy because pretty much all the way, most of the way was a slight hill incline. So, oh, we got another wide load coming. I wonder how big this one is. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully, because we did get up to what, about 27 kilometres.
Climbing all the way.
Yeah, because of the kills. Hopefully before that we were averaging about 24.5 k's per 100 litres or whatever it is. I can never say that right.
24.5 litres per 100 k's.
Yeah, that one. Hopefully we can get back down to that again. Alright, let's see what this wide load is. Not as big as the other one, but still pretty big.
Front end loader.
Alright, I have no idea what the next stop is going to be at this stage, but we'll check in when we work that out. Alright, so we're about 39 kilometres to the Cocklebiddy Roadhouse. Just wanted to show though that ever since they had the floods, or how long ago was it? 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah, maybe a bit longer.
A bit more longer maybe, yeah. But yeah, people are saying they've never seen the Nullarbor so green. So it's definitely a lot of greenery out here. Not what you would really expect. Look out the window there. Yeah, so it's probably a different view than what normally it's like from what we've heard. Yeah, extra green. We're lucky. So anyway, we're going to stop off at Cocklebiddy just to get a drink and a stretch there. Yeah, after that I am not sure. So this is the Cocklebiddy Roadhouse stop. And caravan park and motel. Motel's there. Caravan park over there with powered sites. If you want to shower, the toilet block over there has showers. You get tokens for the showers, for the water. There we go. So my turn to take over driving now. And we're going to just head up the road a bit and put the jerry cans in that we filled up at Eucla and see when we need to fill up after that. Alright, so we're about 20 k's from Ceduna, something like that. We've just stopped off at a roadside rest and topping up the jerry cans. We put the 4 jerry cans in. We've gotten down to a quarter of a tank, so that should get us about 3/4 of a tank. Because we're hoping to wait till Balladonia to fill up again, because that's cheaper than Ceduna. Yeah, so it's cheaper. So we'll try and get to there if we can. But yeah, just again looking at how green it is since the floods and all that rain. Pretty amazing. Oh, flies are starting to get friendly. Alright, check in wherever we check in.
Hey guys, yes, I'm in the passenger seat again. Oh, Tracy's driving. Okay, this is an FYI and a heads up for those that are crossing the Nullarbor. We've just left Baxter's camp area dump point, which is 100 k's west of Balladonia. It's the one and only dump point across the Nullarbor, and oh my god, don't even bother. I've never been so disgusted in my life looking at wiki camps that had been locked for a month, but when we got there the padlock was off. We thought, oh, that's okay, we'll get rid of our cassette. It's not full yet, but will give us a couple more days free camping. I lifted the lid and oh my god, I immediately started dry reaching. The overflow waste under that lid was horrendous, to say the least. I didn't take any pictures. I wouldn't take any pictures. I wouldn't put it up. But trust me, there is no water to wash the dump point. Even if you had your own, it would take a pressure washer to move what's under that lid. I don't know why people can't aim properly on it or whatever. I don't know. Then
But it's also on the reviews, the last time that somebody said that it was not full was back on the 1st of February.
Yeah, 1st of February
and
was...
we're in May.
Yeah, 1st of February this year, 2024. Yeah. It's now May. It was the last time it was cleaned, or actually was overflowing back then, and the septic was overflowing. But not only that, the camping area out the back, it's a 24-hour free stop. It is like a tip. The rubbish bins out the back are completely overflowing, more than overflowing. They're stacked high of rubbish on it, and the amount of rubbish around that camping area is a disgrace. It really is. It's I don't see, if they're going to provide the bins, you would think that they would someone would empty them, and obviously they haven't been empty for a long while, because it is literally like driving into a tip. There is rubbish everywhere. So unless you couldn't drive any further, I would suggest giving this one a miss, because it is, well, if you go to the Baxter dump point on Nullarbor on the wiki camps, you'll read our review, because it's not worth stopping. It's do yourself a favour, don't even bother.
Yeah, that's good.
We also found the stop just before the West Australian border and the quarantine area. There's one of the restaurants there, I can't remember which one it was, it had 2 big bins, and they were the same. They were completely full, and the amount of rubbish around that stop was just like a tip again. I really don't understand why they obviously it's good that they provide the bins, but not to empty them. It would take a good 3 or 4 people a good half a day to go around and pick up all the rubbish that was around that stop. It would take probably a week to do the Baxter one. That's how much rubbish there is. So anyway, that's enough. So we're motoring on. We're going to try and hit Norseman tonight. We're well and truly on their way there. So we'll try and hit Norseman. We'll stay there in the free camp there. 72-hour stop there in town. So hopefully we can get in there by the time, because by the time we get there it's going to be late, and usually those sort of things fill up pretty quick. But anyway, we'll take a chance, and we'll spend a couple of days there before we're heading down to Esperance. So anyway, we'll see what it's like when we get there, and we'll show you what it's like. Bye.
Right, we're at Belladonna Rest House, Roadhouse, sorry, whatever you call it. Just got some fuel. There's a museum there, a bit of Skylab that's fallen out of the sky at some stage by the looks. Toilets there, and there's a caravan park up there. Otherwise there's plenty of space to park. The fuel for unleaded here, always 91, that's all you can get on Nullarbor, was $2.53 a litre, so it was a lot cheaper than earlier. So that'll get us to Norseman, and we'll see what Norseman's like when we get there, if we can get a spot, because apparently this late in the day we'll probably be in the overflow if we get anywhere at all. See you then. Alright, you got the better of us. We have stopped. We're about an hour from Norseman. I think it's called Hills Stop Rest Area, something like that. There are some toilets over there. Free camping around here. We just pulled up here. So we've got a gap for the Starlink through the trees there. Can have a fire there, which we're not going to. And there's a few other campers out the back here, some there, and some over there. So this will be us for tonight, and then we'll get to Norseman tomorrow. It was about 11 hours of travelling today, so that's enough. Good morning. We had our nice night stop at 10 Miles Rocks. I am not sure what I called it last night. I'm not sure if I said the right name or not, but it was 10 Miles Rocks Free Camp or Rest Area. Nice and clean. A few other people there that I showed had bins there that weren't overflowing, and the toilet was clean. Obviously a drop toilet, but yeah, nice and clean. Yeah, would absolutely recommend that little stop there. So we're on the road again now. It's only 80 kilometres to Norseman. We'll stay in the free camp there that's in town at least one night, maybe two, we're not sure yet. And yeah, go from there. Anything between now and Norseman we'll show you if we see anything, but otherwise we'll probably see you in Norseman. Alright, we've made it to Norseman. We're at the 72-hour free RV park. We got here about, I don't know, 11:15, something like that, and there's all these caravans here already. So we've got this right here, so they have the sites marked out. There's rubbish bins there, but you must be self-contained and catch your grey water. So we're going to be here for overnight, and then we have managed to get a booking in Esperance. Not where we had originally planned to go. We actually had some trouble booking in Esperance. Apparently having a 22-foot van is an issue in Esperance. But we've managed to get somewhere, and so off tomorrow to Esperance.
Okay, so as Tracy said, we had difficulty finding accommodation for two reasons. One, it's very popular and it is getting to their peak grey nomad season, for want of a better word, in Esperance, but also because of the length of our van. It's not to say they haven't got sites that the van can fit on. They've got limited sites because with 10 metres overall, because you've got to include the drill bar, but those sites are obviously grabbed first, and they're few and far between because everyone seems to be travelling in a bigger van these days. So keep that in mind. We did manage to get into a Pink Lake caravan park, which is not on the coast, but it's a little bit inland. Well, it's still in Esperance, but it's at the back of Esperance. So that's okay. We'll get into there. We'll see what it's like tomorrow. But keep that in mind if you are coming. It would probably pay to, if you got a bigger van, ring ahead, make sure you can get in and book the accommodation. Anyway, we'll see what the other Pink Lake one's like tomorrow. See you there.
Good morning.
Hello.
Had our night at overnight at Norseman. It was the RV park that we showed previously. It was packed. It was full. I think from what I've read in the reviews, that happens pretty much every day. Yeah, so now we're moving on to Esperance finally, and looking at the weather, we're going to run into some rain, but we're actually not too sad about that because the car and the caravan needs a bit of a clean. So
they're filthy.
Yeah, so you can see the bonnet there is not too good, but there's a big rain cloud in front of us, and yeah, it's only meant to rain from the forecast the next 2 days. We're going to be there for longer than that, so that's fine. And yeah, we'll see what.
On a little bit of a side note, it's disappointing to see in the RV park. You're supposed to be self-contained, catch grey water. So many of the sites you can see where people have let their grey water run. The site that we pulled into was still a wet over a huge area where obviously they've let their grey water go. If people keep on doing that, we're going to lose these free overnight RV stops.
Yeah,
just do the right thing. There's no reason to let your grey water. There's a dump point literally the other side of like half a block away. You can walk across the to it, but it's just disappointing to see. They provide bins and all that in the point, and it's well set out. Also, as you would have seen before this, people who are a little bit inconsiderate when they squeeze into the same spot you're in. You know, if we had wanted to unhook our car and park it
on our side,
yeah, you could stay 72 hours, we wouldn't have been able to park it because they literally squeezed in between our caravan and the boundary, which was defined by bollards and bunting. Every site was defined like that in the RV park. So what do? They drive in between the bunting on our left and the caravan.
Yeah, it's just lucky that we were just staying overnight.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we wanted to stay the 72 hours, we would have had nowhere.
That was a motorhome. It wasn't a caravan. It was just
yeah.
There's no reason to do. There is an overflow area there on the oval, which is right beside it. So,
and when they arrived, there was actually a free spot still available that they could have had. So I don't know why they chose there, but anyway.
But yeah, if you're on the road, do the right thing. If it says you got to catch your grey water, catch your grey water. Otherwise, you can't. You know, we're going to lose all these great spots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, yes, we will see you.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Chris. Seeing how his Anzac Day has just been and gone, we could have done this before Anzac Day, but we didn't have all the ingredients with us, so we'll make my mum's version of Anzac biscuits. Pretty simple recipe, anyone can do. Most people probably already know this, but this is what we're going to do today anyway. And yeah, let's get into what's in here. So we have, I'm going to read off my notes, or mum's notes. A cup of oatmeal or rolled oats, 3/4 cup of coconut, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, a cup of plain flour, 2 teaspoons of bicarb soda, 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, 125 grams of butter or margarine, whichever one we got. We've got butter, and yeah, 2 tablespoons of water. So yeah, so they're the ingredients. The ingredients will be on the Aussie Encounters website. Go to recipes, look up Anzac biscuits. It'll have all the quantities and the method and all that, and also there will be a link in that to what part of this video this is going to appear in, so you can scroll straight to that if you're just interested in this. Anyway, so it's pretty simple. Also, get your oven going about 170 degrees. Have a prepared tray, just lightly oiled, bit of baking paper, ready to put biscuits on. So pretty easy. Take all your dry ingredients into a bowl. Except your bicarb soda. Just give them a mix through, give them a good mix so they're all combined. Oh, that brown sugar's gone lumpy. We'll come back when we're ready, when it's all combined. Okay, once we got our dry ingredients mixed together, sweetie. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab our oven, our stove top I should say. Actually we might go to the front one today. Stay on. What we're going to do is the 125 grams of butter. We're going to melt that slowly with the water. Put some oil on for you. our tip with golden syrup. If you when you're using measuring, just spray them with a bit of cooking spray. It all comes out easy. Saying that's been in there for a while. Yep. So we'll just melt that till the butter's all melted and combined. Once it's done, take it straight off the heat. Okay, once you got the butter and that melted and combined, grab your bicarb soda straight in while it's off the heat. Mix that through, and you should see a reaction. There we go. Give it a good mix. Once that's mixed, let it cool for 5 minutes. Okay, that's what it's looked like. Ready to go into our dry ingredients. So now all we're going to do is bring that all together. Alright, so we've got our mixture all together. Comes the fun part, get your hands dirty. Make sure they're clean. So on our line tray, we're going to take tablespoonful of mixture into a ball. Now you don't want these too close together because they will spread. So once they're done, ball placed down, press them down to about 5mm thick. So yeah, once that's done, into the oven. Now here's the thing, if you want them chewy, you put it in for less time. If you want them crunchy, put it in for an extra 2-3 minutes. So because this is a new caravan to us and our oven is brand new to us, I haven't worked out the temperature range yet, so it doesn't actually have temperatures. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm just guessing at the moment on our oven where 170 degrees Celsius is. So that's what you should be putting them in at. So and yes, this is a peach tray. We don't have baking tray.
It's the biggest tray that just fits in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
And only the top shelf, bottom shelf it doesn't fit.
So we'll come back out, we'll fill our tray up, we'll chuck it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Or keep an eye on approximately 20 minutes anyway. And if you want crunchy, go a little bit longer. We'll check them at 15-20 minutes. Let's see where we're at. What do you want, crunchy or chewy?
Crunchy.
Alright, so we'll go to 20 minutes, and if they're not crunchy then, we'll go for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got our tray loaded up with our first batch. Into the oven they go. When they come out, let them sit on the tray for for a minute or so till they hold their form, then take them out and put them on a drying rack and let them cool completely. So here we go. You weren't kidding me when you said it just fitted.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll set a timer now for 20 minutes and we'll come back then. Okay, our timer's gone off, it's been 20 minutes. Might have been a bit too long, a little bit darkish. So we've had them sitting out for a couple of minutes, let them till they hold their shape, which they are. Put them on a cooling rack. So we'll try the next bunch, we'll try it about, well, we'll actually turn our oven down again as well. Yeah, I'll As you have them down a little bit, we'll put the next batch in and see how they go. Okay, so our second batch has come out of the oven. This time we went to 15 minutes, turned the oven down a little bit. This is our oven, so everyone's oven will differ. I reckon, to be on the safe side, 160 to 170 max. 15 minutes, check them after 15 minutes if they're a little bit crispy for you, take them out earlier. So this is our last lot of biscuits coming off the tray. So when I say leave them until they cool and they hold their shape, so if you lift them and they don't fold, that's time to take them off the tray. Then we'll get Tracy to do the taste test.
My turn today.
Pardon?
It's my turn today.
Your turn. So we'll swap and the all-important taste test.
I might do a cooled one.
Yeah,
take the cooled one. One of the bottom ones?
No, not that one.
Not the one?
Yeah, that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Are they chewy or crunchy?
No, you got the crunch.
Got the crunch? Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect?
Yep.
So...
very nice.
There we go, that's my mum's recipe for Anzac biscuits. Most people probably know how to make them. If you don't, there you go. That's for those people who are watching from outside of Australia. Anzac biscuits were developed World War I believe, and they were sent over to our troops, and they kept really, really well for a long time. So they're usually more prevalent, you see in the shops around Anzac Day. They are available all year round obviously, but yeah, most people make their own in around our Anzac Day, which is just gone for us.
Yeah.
So there we go. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Check out AussieEncounters.com website. Go to recipes, scroll down till you find the recipe you want. In this case it'll be the Anzac biscuits. It'll have the time, it'll have a video link to it with the timeline to scroll down to, along to in the video, to where the recipe starts. Anyway, that's it for now. On to the next one. See you next time.
Next time.
Bye.